Okay, how about this horse?
First time.
Huh?
This is his first time.
First time. So tell me about this horse.
We just bought him last spring. He's a 10-year-old. Started out on the racetrack when he was younger. And the only thing I've noticed with his back right leg, been having some ankle stuff going on.
Okay.
Other than that, he's been very good. You know.
What kind of ankle stuff?
Just
Swelling?
swelling, some gimpiness in it.
Okay.
That's
Has
about
it been
it.
checked out by a regular vet?
Yes, ma'am, and they couldn't find
They
nothing.
couldn't find anything?
No,
Okay,
so,
perfect. Perfect time to try the patches.
Yeah, when I got him, he wasn't being looked after very well, and we brought him a long way, so.
Good, okay. A little sore there.
Okay.
See that? Yeah, and that's a real common place.
And then we go to number 80, Savage French.
And if he wasn't being cared for very well,
right,
that could have been, you know, had to do with saddle fit and riding and that sort of thing, which made him sore.
he was kept in poor conditions, but.
Yeah, and notice here, same thing I was talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
With that other horse, there's a dip in front of the withers. That means he's been ridden on the forehand and hasn't been using his rear end. And that's a real common thing. And that's going to, honey, don't stand directly in front of him.
Stand to the side, baby.
And so that tells me that his back is going to be sore all the way down.
Whoa.
Maybe. Real tight here. And some of these horses, you wonder why they don't kill us all, because a lot of them are just so sore.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're so kind, and they wouldn't hurt you for the world, unless it was by accident. So he's even more sore on this end. You're gonna stand to the side with your dad. That's a girl. Really sore through here. And when they have a sore back like this, that will eventually cause unsoundness down below.
Okay.
And whether he's had an injury here from the past, it's hard to say.
Yes, ma'am.
But we can sure help it. So I'm going to patch a couple of spots on him. There's my tape. Yeah, good girl. So I'm going to start with this point right here first.
Next is number 80, Savage French.
The brown's going on the left.
Okay.
White's going on the right.
Qualified for any further Lifewave money for the rest of the year?
Let those settle for a little bit.
We will be having the added money, the Lifewave added money at our show tomorrow, but you need to order patches today.
Now, how do you know exactly where to put them if I'm doing it? Just by what you just did?
Because I have an e-book which will show you the placements.
Okay.
It makes it a little easier. You can get that online at drderock.com. And that's one way to do it, unless you've got a good memory.
Okay.
And but the main thing is to learn how to feel where they're sore.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you can kind of go down his neck and see that he's got a lot of tension in his neck here yet. I haven't fixed that yet, so you can kind of get a feel of what it feels like. Let me hold him for a minute and you feel his neck. Right on top of the bone. Bone's in the middle, yeah. See that?
Real tight right there.
Feel that? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. that's kind of the feeling that you're looking for. And you say,
Okay.
oh, that hurts there. So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
could put a patch there and on the other side.
Okay.
Without knowing a whole lot, except where it's sore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now go back over this. See already this is calming down?
Wow.
Isn't that wow?
Wow.
Yeah,
And he's relaxed more.
yeah. And we've done some thermography studies, you know, looking for heat.
Uh-huh.
And they've been, you know, red at first and green within 5 minutes with using these patches. See, this part's, he's got a lot of sore spots on his and a mess.
Ready for break. They're ready for
Oh, some more duct tape. I'm going to move this one up. See, you can take 1 or 2 patches and you can treat several points.
Okay.
So I can go up here and calm this area up here down. See, I don't have to know acupuncture. It's nice if I do, since I do know acupuncture.
Yes, ma'am.
But you don't have to know acupuncture to be able to do this.
Okay.
It works wherever you put it. It
Now,
works
which
better.
patch do I know to use?
For painful conditions like this, I would use the ice wave mostly on this horse.
Okay.
See, that's calming down now.
Mm-hmm.
Up here. Look at his eyes. He's kind of getting sewn.
Yeah. Wow.
Now look at that. And a lot of that reaction is chronic pain relief. And this horse has had chronic pain, obviously, because you'll see it in their eyes. He's saying, oh, it's such a relief. It's such a relief.
I mean, he's a sweetheart. I mean,
He
he's
is.
a very good horse. But I've noticed when we come to anything, it's just like he's just like he's hurting when he runs.
But this is really dramatic. How he's feeling there. Okay. I'm going to use a set of 3 on this guy. We're going to need another sleeve of ice wave eventually. Oh, I'm going to put, because he's having trouble with this
Yes,
leg,
ma'am.
I'm going to just glue these on. Because we can't measure how much pain he's having in that
Right.
foot. But what I'm going to do is kind of pick a point. There's a good acupuncture point right at that base of that fetlock there. So I'm just going to put white on the right side
Okay.
of that. And see if that might be a little better. This could be an old injury, but it could also be from coming up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Even though that's a little swollen down there. And the vet couldn't find anything obvious.
No, ma'am.
But when they are lopsided and painful in their back, they'll put too much stress on one. I mean, they're like a table with 4 legs and one leg's not right. So they're going to, you know, be off balance and they're going to be overusing one or more parts of their body. And they'll get lame. Simple as that. So I'd get some patches and maybe patch that every other day for a week and see
Okay.
where that goes, as well as up here.
All right.
And it all depends. Usually I use 1 or 2 patches, but you can use more when if you
Okay.
have specific problems like this. And you've already done the drill and gone to the vet.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I'm not suggesting to people that they use this in place of good medical care.
Right.
But in a lot of cases, this will work better than the average drug treatment,
But it's amazing the difference.
Isn't it?
already.
isn't it? Because he got such a relief from this point up here. I'm going to glue this on up here.
So at this point, the main thing we need to focus on is the ice wave, correct?
Yeah.
At what point should we look at the energy?
When he gets to feeling better and you can't find any
Point.
areas of pain on him and he's feeling out a little better. And you wouldn't hurt him with the energy patches. I said it depends on where you put them because they also work on pain. But the pain probably works a little
Better.
more on pain.
Okay.
And he's got a lot of it.
You said he's how old?
He's 10.
Yeah. Some of these horses are abused.
Well, that's the way he
Sad.
was when he does a very good job on the barrels, but I don't, just the people that had him just,
Didn't care for him.
Yeah.
Like, didn't take care of him.
Well, I can see that you love him. So that's a good thing.
okay,
So I think he's going to be a lot more comfortable now.
all right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I'm very pleased I came over here.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.